Most writers think tension and pressure are the same thing. They are not. Confusing these two things is one of the fastest ways for a story to feel intense, yes, but not necessarily gripping. Because pressure makes situations harder, but tension is the thing that makes readers really lean in, really become invested in the story, and therefore turning the pages. Let me show you what I mean. Let's look at scenes from Inglourious Basterds and Mad Max Fury Road. One of these scenes has a lot of pressure. The other is tension. Which one is which? Both of these scenes might look dramatic, but they're creating completely different kinds of engagement. One is pressure, and the other is tension. In the Inglourious Basterds scene, nothing explosive is happening. No one is running. But in the Mad Max Fury Road scene, that's all we see is the chase and the excitement and the chaos. Hi, I'm Melissa Bourbon. I write novels and I teach writers how stories actually work. One of the patterns I see in manuscripts again and again and again is writers trying to create tension by simply increasing pressure. And let me tell you, it doesn't work. Adding more danger and more chaos and more dramatic events doesn't build tension. It doesn't make the readers become invested. Tension actually comes from something else entirely. Let's talk about pressure first. Pressure is really about consequences. Something important is at risk. The character could lose something meaningful, their job, for example, or their family. Their family's safety is at risk, or their own personal safety, or something about their future. All of these things create stakes. Pressure is the weight pushing down on a character, and that raises the stakes for that character. So that's that pressure cooker that we put characters in with those action scenes and with those twists. Let's look at Mission Impossible. This moment builds pressure. Ethan Hunt is already in danger. He's been running. He's being chased. He's exposed. The mission is on the line, right? When Henry Cavill spots him through this grate, the cost of Ethan's failure increases. The audience understands exactly what's happening, and that's what pressure does. It raises the stakes and forces the character to act. Mission Impossible, Mad Max Fury Road, The Dark Knight, all of these scenes add a lot of pressure to the characters. The situation is dangerous. The stakes are really, really high. But pressure alone doesn't automatically create tension. So yes, the reader is invested, but it's not necessarily the thing that is keeping us turning the pages. Now let's look at tension. Tension comes from uncertainty. The reader or the viewer doesn't know what is going to happen next. The story is gripping. They don't know what's going to happen next. They're watching the situation unfold. And as they are doing that, they're thinking things like, how is this going to turn out? That sense of not knowing is what is pulling readers forward. It's the thing that keeps us truly, truly invested. Look at Inglourious Basterds or No Country for Old Men. Nothing explosive is happening here, but the uncertainty in each of these scenes is very, very intense. And that creates the tension. That is what is gripping us as viewers in the case of movies or as readers in the case of books. The tension between the two characters in the No Country for Old Men scene, the tension with the coin toss is visceral. He doesn't know what he is basically betting, and he's not being told. And every time the store owner, the shop owner is being told, call it. Call the toss, it is building the tension. That's all that's happening, though. It's a conversation. Inglourious Basterds, in this tavern scene, it's pretty intense because we realize that the German soldier realizes the truth, knows the truth about who he's sitting with and whether or not they're really who they say they are. It's just a conversation, but that tension builds and builds and builds. The uncertainty is so intense. That is what we want as writers. We want to build that uncertainty. We want to create tension. Why do writers confuse these two things? Well, when tension drops, writers, I think, instinctively increase pressure. They create bigger problems for their characters. They create more dramatic events. They create higher stakes. But if the reader already understands what is at risk and understands the outcome, then that pressure is just like kind of noise. Like it's not actually adding to the intensity of the story itself. It's adding to the intensity of that scene, but not the story. Okay, look at this chase scene with Mad Max Fury Road and this scene from The Sixth Sense. One is action and one is building tension because of this unknown, because of the uncertainty and because of what the character is realizing. So that chase scene is louder, but the scene from The Sixth Sense is more gripping. Like we're just on the edges of our seats because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what this reveal. We don't even know there's going to be a reveal. And it comes and we're all blown away, right? How do these two things, tension and pressure, though, work together? Because they do. Together, they do build story momentum. You do need both. The strongest scenes really do combine both of these elements. So pressure raises the costs and tension sort of hides the outcome from the reader. The protagonist, the character, whoever is the point of view character, has something really important to lose. Okay, the stakes are high. The reader genuinely doesn't know what will happen next because you've built in that tension, that uncertainty. So that combination is a thing that creates momentum for the story. Again, it keeps the reader turning the pages. Okay, look at this scene from Jurassic Park. We've got the kids hiding from the raptors. So intense because we don't know if they're going to survive or not. But we have action. We have the raptors. The stakes are high, so that's pressure. Whether or not these kids escape, that is an unknown. That uncertainty creates tension. It's why Game of Thrones works so well, because everybody is at risk. We don't know who could lose their life at any moment. So that tension is always very high, and we don't want to become too invested in people because we could lose them. That is tension, and that keeps us enthralled. So if your story feels intense, but still at the same time a little bit flat, there is a pretty good chance that your pressure is increasing, but the tension isn't. That uncertainty isn't growing for the reader. And without that uncertainty, readers are going to stop the investment. They're going to stop caring as much because it's the emotional element that keeps us really, really engaged. Strong storytelling isn't about making situations always louder, although of course there is a place for that. It's about making the outcome of situations uncertain. We don't know what's going to happen because uncertainty creates that tension. Now, if you want to see more structural tools for writers that maintain tension scene by scene, the next video breaks down scene and sequel, which is where momentum actually comes from. I also have this video on momentum versus escalation because it talks about something similar and what moves a story forward versus what keeps it sort of lateral, kind of stagnant in growth. So watch that video next.